How would you beat Hillary Clinton?
We have to hold her to account. We have to ask her, I will ask her, what is your track record? What are your accomplishments? Why did you peddle a fiction on Benghazi? Why shouldn't we be concerned about foreign governments providing all these donations and speaking fees while you were the Secretary of State? There's a whole raft of things that Hillary Clinton has never explained satisfactorily, and I will force her to explain. Secondly, I will talk to the American people about what I bring to the table. Our vision for America, why this must be a nation once again, where everyone's life, regardless of their circumstances, is filled with possibilities, and that means that we need to reimagine how Washington, D.C. works.
What would you do on immigration?
I would do 3 things in this order. Number 1, we have to secure the borders, northern and southern. It is the most basic responsibility of government. They have not been secured for a very long time under both Republicans and Democrats. And until we secure the border, everything gets worse. But more than that, until we secure the border, people don't trust their government. This is such a basic thing. It can be done. It's not rocket science. It takes money, manpower, and willpower. So secure the border. Second, I would fix the legal immigration system. Again, a system that has been broken for 25 years at least. No one's fixed it. Everyone's managed within a broken status quo. We have 16 different visa programs. We don't have an employer verification system that really works. We send the wrong people home. We let the wrong people in. Half the people who are here illegally came on a legal visa and just overstayed, and nobody did anything about it. So we have to fix the legal immigration system. Then I would deal with the people who have come here and stayed here illegally. And I think if you have come and stayed here illegally, you don't get to earn the privilege of citizenship. Perhaps legal status. Perhaps your children can be citizens one day, but you don't get to earn the privilege of citizenship because too many people who are citizens have worked hard to earn that privilege and played by the rules.
Oklahoma has lots of military bases for a state. Military bases are often subject to closing and realignment, and in fact, in recent years, even Republicans have talked about defense cuts. Where do you stand on base closings and defense cuts?
So we need to have the strongest military on the face of the planet, period. And everyone has to know it. And I presume that that will take investment in our military. It's also true that the Department of Defense has a lot of opportunity for reform. So if you've ever heard the term tooth to tail ratios are measured regularly in the Defense Department. Tooth, tip of the spear, fighting men and women, weaponry, tail, bureaucracy. Our tooth-to-tail ratios are as bad right now as they have ever been. So it's not just throwing more money at the problem, it's investing the money in the right places, tooth, and reducing the amount spent in bureaucracy, tail.
What do you think is the biggest problem with the Republican Party that you would want to fix?
You know, I think that our principles, our values, are what this country needs. I'm a Republican because I know our policies work better to lift everybody up, men and women, regardless of circumstance. I think we have to land those principles in people's lives. I think we have to connect them in a personal way, because politics is personal. People make choices about what's going on in their personal lives. And I also think that our tone is very important. We cannot be judgmental, we must be empathetic. We cannot be vitriolic and angry, we must be uplifting and hopeful.
You've made an issue of crony capitalism. You are a wealthy woman who is a CEO of a large corporation. Mitt Romney's wealth and business career acted against him. Do you have credibility on crony capitalism, and do you have credibility on sort of your populist tone, given your own wealth and your role in corporate America?
Of course I have credibility, because I started as a secretary, because I've been very fortunate in my life and have worked hard for everything I have, as has my husband, and because I've seen up close and personal, I've seen how big companies are able to deal with big, complicated government, and I have seen as well how little companies can't, in very personal terms.
Thank you.